You were
Chunky be so high up. Hey Gemini, the bag of lame day eye. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who it be in the hall?
Hall of Fame revolves around you.
Delivering a good report is three things: knowing your content, knowing yourself, and knowing your teacher. But first, ditch your script. Having a script for a report is both lazy and unhelpful if you want the report to just get done with already with quality. Let me offer you the three-pillar system. This system is just a fancy way of saying three things and using it as a foundation for your report. A sort of anchor, even. To apply this, you need to list three things that you'll cover in a given topic. We'll use my notes about this very video as an example. Your system needs to be quick, repeatable, and reliable. This ensures that no matter how drained you are, that you can always allow yourself to easily kill off a problem to make it easier to breathe. Arranging your topics this way eliminates excess info and funnels it down to its core. The three-pillar system can serve as a flashcard, instantly reminding you what you plan to cover, never allowing you to get lost, as when you do, you get right back to these three to keep yourself from branching off. With how many projects you can deal with at any given moment, being able to list down your foundational topics allows you to save time by not having to go through the trouble of typing. It's condensed in three jotted down notes, meaning that theoretically, you can three-pillar an entire video to serve as a guide for the whole thing. With this system being able to be done quickly and constantly, you can skip worrying about your report and writer's block and head immediately straight to rehearsing. Treat it like you're explaining a plot to a friend, just with an intro and an outro before you start and end. Hi, I'm Soul. So, Daredevil and Punisher are two sides of the same coin, in which both wants the world to be a better place, but just that one talks about those who does crime because they have no choice, thus needing to be saved, and the other talks about those who does crime because they want to, thus needing for them to be put down. This is what flames an incredible coin toss. Thank you very much. Notice how characters in films can look so cool yet be incredibly boring. Same goes to your report. It doesn't matter what approach you do to your report, because as long as its content isn't worth anything, you're still polishing a turd. A good place to start is the standard info to be expanded upon. If you're talking about a movie, start with the production side of it and talk about its cinematography. As you go on about it, acknowledge how good or badly it conveys its message and expand on what that message is. Then maybe you start talking about the characters they have, who you like, expand through their flaws, their rights, and maybe, mirror them against someone for a contrast in ideology.
Don't take from my pile.
From cinematography to commentary, from bias to an ideological clash. And when you're delivering these points, for the love of God, shoot straight. I like to check if my sentences progresses the topic to ensure it never gets stuck in a plateau. You should too. Here's the part that the majority of you are probably looking for: what to do with yourselves in front of the class. When you're playing a game that you know like the back of your hand, you find yourself taking risks like going down to a cave in Minecraft with only a pickaxe and torches. You're confident because of this knowledge of the game that you've gained from experiencing it. You're going to need to translate that onto the stage with the lights pointing at you. Studying your topic, allowing your brain to comprehend the actual meaning of the topic you're covering instead of just knowing what happened, will make an incredible difference. That and having a good vocabulary. Being good at pulling out words from out of nowhere can allow you to explain things in great detail. Give yourself the ability to point an audience somewhere, thus giving you a level of assurance that tells you that you can in fact handle this. With a good vocabulary, you unlock the ability of changing Daredevil is a hero that doesn't kill to Daredevil is a hero that refuses to take life as he wishes to cherish it. The first one informs you of a hero that won't cross a line, and the second informs you of a hero that sees the good in people and thus wants to save it. And notice how I delivered that last sentence? Can we get a replay? Daredevil is a hero that refuses to take life as he wishes to cherish it. Talk fast when the info you're spouting out isn't that important to highlight, and talk slow when it is. The tone, the expression, and the pace of your voice should always fluctuate and never sit still. Too many people make this mistake in speech, to allow your voice to be a default NPC that never changes. Vin Yang, a professional communication coach, even talks about this in one of his lectures.
How do you talk in your day-to-day life?
The thing is, I'm dynamic. I have different gears that I can move into. It's a default rate of speech, a default volume, a default pitch and melody, a default tonality.
Another way of looking like an NPC is when, you stand there like a robot. A great way to start using body language without worrying about looking weird is understanding what baton gestures are. It's simply making your hands move as you say words, or as Vin says,
gesturing to the rhythm of your voice.
Allow your body to do whatever the hell it wants and don't hold back. And strive to maintain the hand in the level of your torso in general. Constantly being too low and too high will be a little awkward. And lastly, the only person in the room that you truly need to understand is the teacher. And luckily, teachers all want one thing: for you to show them that you understand what the topic is, not that you know what the topic is. Knowing a topic in this context means that I understand the very baseline information, the type of stuff Google serves you. What most teachers will be looking for is your own personalized understanding of what they want you to talk about. What your teacher is making you do is what they're making other students do. Redundancy is an annoying thing to go through, and constantly hearing about the same definition delivered that so happens to be the exact same definition from Google in total verbatim is not something that will leave an impression. Most teachers, if they care, desire for your own creativity to spark in that realm. For you to uniquely explain what you personally thought of during your time in diving in that given subject. Engage with the topic genuinely with this journalistic attitude that helps you get all the facts and tell a story that's worth listening to. Or don't. Life's yours to live.